when you're growing and developing, you go through moments in time when you're just overwhelmed with situations. And this is what's happening to your child. Please, for God's sake, do not call it terrible twos. They are just developing. If you call it terrible, it will be terrible. My children, all three of them, never went through major temper tantrums. I understood that this is development. They're trying to figure out all these feelings and new things that are happening and trying to cope. They're overwhelmed. So instead of punishing them for that reaction, I need to embrace them and support them through it. I'll give you an example. If you're going through the supermarket with your child, try and find a time that's not so packed, okay? Listen, the supermarket is designed even to change how we operate. The music in there is designed that way because it makes you behave a certain way in the supermarket. So if you take your child to a place that has too many people, the music is a bit this way or that way, they also will get affected. And they'll end up having a tantrum. There's so many things in the supermarket. Even I get overwhelmed. So help your child through this. Talk to your child and let them know, hey, we're going to go to the supermarket, prepare them beforehand, and let them know that you are going to give them one or two things to buy. They can have candy, or they can have a book or ice cream, or whatever the options are. When you get there, tell them, before you get there, also let them know that they're your special helper. So you're going to keep them busy so they're not feeling so overwhelmed. Help them focus on one thing. So what we used to do is give them chores. Drag the trolley, and then you're going to pick this and pick that. When you get to the counter, you're going to do ABC, and then I'm going to reward you for your wonderful work helping mommy or daddy or whoever you're with. If your child begins to have a tantrum, stop what you're doing. Take your trolley to an attendant at the supermarket. Tell them, you know what, just keep this here for me, please. I'm going to just step outside the shop with my son because he's having a hard time. There's too much stimulation in here. So please keep this for me. I'll be right back. Go outside. Go find a quiet spot. I don't care if it's the bathroom. I don't care if it's somewhere in the back. I don't care if it's back in your car. Soothe your child. They're overstimulated. They are overwhelmed. Talk to them and say, hey, sweetie, it's okay. It's okay. Or just hold on to them. You don't even have to talk. Just rock with them. Hug them. But I would rock with my child and say, it's okay. I know there's a lot of people there. There's a lot of lights. There's a lot of things. Did it scare you? Did it make you feel a certain way? And then try and communicate what they're feeling with me. And that's when I started to learn. My kids, especially Nyandeng, doesn't like too many people. So I'd have to go shopping when there aren't too many people in the supermarket. Then I learned that they wanted to touch everything and have everything. So I had to give them the option of, okay, I'm looking for apples. Can you see apples? And then they'd help me, and that's what they'd touch. So it's not a temper tantrum, and it's not terrible twos. It's merely child development. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's natural. You should be thanking God that your child is developing the right way and helping and supporting them through it, okay? And if you see it's not a good time to do a certain thing, then don't do it. Don't force your kid into situations where they're not comfortable, because none of you are going to be happy. We good?